What is going on, beautiful people? Thank you guys for tuning in. It's your boy, and I'm here to talk to y'all about Bad Boys Reunion, Dominican Republic, Part 1. This is the first reunion they've had after 3 seasons. So says Natalie, the other boys were scared to come to reunion. So, hey, we got a reunion. And I have to say, this operated like any old regular Zeus Network reunion. It really is similar to Two Baddies. But you just got the men involved. It's a very interesting collection of material that Zeus has conjured up, right? Very interesting. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. All the guys come in with their slow-mo intros coming off of the Jeep, the van. It seemed like not everyone had their own car. Like typically the women were coming in their own car. It just seemed like they all came in the minivan. It was like 3 minivans and they all came out the one minivan. So that was interesting. Corey, Shotty, Ant, and Banga are in a room. Banga says he is fighting Jada, he is fighting Landon, he is fighting Pootie, he is fighting Island Boy, and he is fighting Purse. I like the way he says Paris. And I don't know. I just love Manga. I love his energy. I love his intensity. I love his tenacity. I love the flavor he brought to the season when he came back. Immediately when he came back, the season was watchable again. So yeah, Banga is that guy. Landon, Pootie, and Jada talk about Sace in a room. Then you have Link's Island Boy. They talk. They cool at this point because I saw some stuff on social media where they weren't cool after. I don't know. But Link says it's up and it's stuck with Landon and Pootie. Saints, Mo City, Prince, and Back talk. And he says he wants to get Banga because Banga talked about him in a diss track, which was a dope ass comedic diss roast. I wouldn't even call it a diss track. It was like a diss roast. Banga is insanely charismatic and what's the word I'm looking for? Elaborate with his expression, right? Banga is crazy. Then Saint says he wants it with John because John spoke about his family. It seems like when John has an issue with you, he has an issue with you forever. With John, it's to the death, and I'm like John in a lot of ways. And so, John's been posting about everybody's family. Everybody's talking about John posted this, John posted this, John posted that. I'm like, okay, sounds about right. John, Paris, and Cozy are in the room, and Paris's arm is back to normal. I feel like it was back to normal when he got to the United States. Just me, John is ready to get in there. He says if he dies, he dies. I am John. John is I. I feel the same way. Okay? If he dies, he dies. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what John does too. Can you imagine the way that John punches? Look, can you imagine? With me, with a pen, or some scissors, and I'm you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, leave me alone. I'm John. John is so interesting. He is so interesting. Like, if you're on John's good side, you're cool. But once you cross him, it's over. It's over. But his fighting style is so funny. Like, John be in there. Paris says he's on that same type of time with Banga, and I don't know what type of time he talking about, because if he trying to emulate John, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Paris is a fighter. No. Paris says he on that type of time with Banga, and that's what he want. He want Banga. We gonna see. John then calls Sace Bubbles because, Sace has an OnlyFans, or I don't know if it's still current, but his stuff is on Twitter. And there's a video where Sace... John is stupid. There's a video where Sace is in a bubble bath. John is stupid. Y'all know the video I'm talking about. I don't remember him twerking in there though, but I remember him showing his cakes. I remember. Yeah, because I'm a cake. Well, y'all might not know. I'm a cake man. I like cake. So it's just funny that John is stupid. And says that Landon always has his name in his mouth. And of course, we've seen some things on social media, so I get where Anna's coming from. I'm just glad that Anna's here. I'm glad that he didn't, staying this one out. I'm glad that he's here. I wonder if they have it in their contract that they have to come to a reunion if they want to receive their full payment. I would if I was Zeus. That would be me. I'm coming to a reunion. I want my money. Adonis comes in the room and first Landon and Pootie were broke up, then they were back together. At this reunion, they are back together. They are on top of each other. Currently in life, they are not together. There's some DV situations going on. Landon talking about getting snapped and Pootie talking about his house being set on fire and all this stuff. I just want them to separate. I think they just need to separate. Kind of like Krishan and Blueface. Just separate. But it's none of my business. They can do what they want to do, and they are going to do what they want to do. They're not in Cancun yet, though. Adonis says he wants to get after John because John is posting about his family. Then Island Boy says it's up and it's stuck because Ant and Shotty had him get knocked out at the audition. You saw that when he was knocked out. He was knocked out. Then he says Banger snuck him at the finale. No, sir. You snuck him with a chair, so he got his lick back. That's how that works. And he says it's up and stuff for Adonis. Can we talk about that real quick? Can we talk about how people forget what they do to other people, and then they don't realize that those people flipped it and reversed it and put it back on them? You snuck Banger, Banger snuck you. It's even kill. Jada jumped Ant. Ant wants to jump Jada. It is what it is. Jada even said, "I don't care. Get over it. I jumped you because I wanted to jump you." So he can get jumped all season. Like I don't know what. Okay, let me get there. Let me get there. Let me get there. Then we get Say, Smo City back and Prince in the room again, and Sace is like, yeah, me and Jada have an understanding. We just, it was just moving too fast for me. It was moving too fast. Prince goes, a nut is a nut, which tells me a lot. But Prince goes, a nut is a nut. And so what do you mean it was moving too fast? Are you the girl? Are you a girl? Like, what are you talking about? Then Mo City is acting like he can't hear any of this. So he covers his face and ears with the pillow. And then he gets up, he's like, yo, can we not talk about this? Can we just switch gears? Because this conversation is too explicit for my heterosexual ears. Mo City is fine. He is fine. And I can see him get his butt ate. I really could. Like, can't y'all? I see Prince, I see Back, I see Sace, and I see Mostly. All them dudes in there getting their butt ate. They do. I see it. I just see it. Then Sace takes off his glasses and you see the explosion residue with his eye and everything. And Back is like, what happened? What happened? What's going on? Yo. Sace's like, yeah, I had a firecracker in my hand and I wanted to see if I could hear it blow up. But it blew up in my face. Something stupid like that. I don't know how that happened. But that pretty face, I know. But some of y'all don't think he is attractive. Maybe y'all don't think he's attractive because y'all don't like his personality or whatever. But the man is not ugly. He's not an ugly kid. No pun intended for the Sydney Star allegations. Let me retry. He's not a bad looking man. Sydney comes in with a new butt, new tats, and she's like, yeah, you're doing it big. Natalie, it's amazing. You got the baddies, you got the bad boys. Now we just need the bad trans. And I'm like, that don't even sound like an appropriate name, but okay. All right. So she wants to put on for the trans. Okay, cool. Didn't Ray J Network do this? Or it's the GOT Network or the Doc Network, something like that. The Dozy Network. I don't know what it's called. But didn't they do this already? And doesn't Now That's TV have something like this on the network? Yeah. I have to say the set is cool. Shout out to Isaiah J for the promotion. Shout out. Great job. Great job. Well, congrats. I don't know if it was necessarily a great job because these reunions are just, it's like, do we need a host? We do, but no one has seemed to have a well-balanced, managed reunion. No one. Not, what's her name? We'll call her Pixie Cut. Janisha, not Isaiah, not Natalie, not, I knew there was some men that hosted before, like Stevie J. Nobody has been able to control this cast of folk. Nobody. But shout out to Isaiah because his commentary is great and he's a great vocalist. And I think he dances too. Natalie comes out. She was looking good in the yellow. Natalie got real thick, or as that thing that she had on was too tall for her. She kept like fixing the cape tassels, and I'm like, girl, okay. Natalie says that no one is injured, so everyone should be able to fight and stand on business. Sydney Star comes out as the audience host. And I think she was better than what's the boy name? Light Bright? Steve Icicle. What is his name? Lightneck. Light John what the hell is his name? Y'all know what I'm talking about, the real light skinned dude. Not Tommy, it's Tommy and then Tommy, Brian Lee, Jason Lee, Bright Light. Oh damn, what is his name? Bobby Lights. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ooh, Lee, Jesus, baby. I'm about to say, look really, really nice. Parents, Jada, Cozy, and John come out, and John has the face guard. Immediately, John sees Jada, and Jada sees John. John automatically pounces, gets him down on the ground, and tries to commence to. But you know, John's strength is bulldozing, and that's John's strength. But John loses his balance a lot. Everybody was slipping tonight. Everybody was falling and slipping. I'm assuming the floor was real, real slippery. No one had real grip on a, you know, but they were slipping all over the place. John slipping. You know, Jada get his pants pulled down. I'm like, oh my God, I see ass. What's going on here? Can we get some order in the court? Isaiah gets up. He's like, no, can we just run it? Like, can we just run a one-on-one for real? Like, can we just run it for real? John bulldozes Jada, almost hitting Natalie. I don't know why Natalie's still sitting there. Almost hit Natalie. Then they bulldoze and fall over the couch. I'm like, oh Lord, this is a lot. John is Aggie. He's a real Aggie. Now this is when things get a little interesting, okay? Because you can count on Jada, you can count on John. But then Czechoslovakia comes out looking like the Joker. And then Ant and Shotty come out, the dynamic duo that we didn't know we had until after people left. You know what I'm saying? The energy came full circle. I just wish he would have stayed on the show. No shade. I wish Ant would have stayed on the show. So Shotty sees Jada, Jada sees Shotty, they commence to. Ant decides to jump in. Touche, 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 all this, touche. All day long, decides to jump in. It was giving me what I needed. Then John jumps in, hitting Jada with his chain. It was like hitting the chain. Then Paris tries to break it up. Paris, sit your ass down somewhere, friend. Sit your ass down somewhere. Shotty and John and Aunt jump Jada. They going in. I was in love with it. I was in love with it. Oh yes, I was, and I don't have no complaints. And I mainly for Shotty and Ant, but then again for John too, because John is on that with Jada because all season long Jada was riding on Stace's back. You know, sticking up for his friend or whatever the case may be. So Jada is like, by way of Stace, I'm coming after you. You're not gonna sit here and play me like I'm scared of you, for real, for real. And you know, when you go back, everybody's like, you know, Jada had this comment, and later on in this reunion, he was like, "Where was this energy on the show?" All of these people never been on TV before, except for John. John was fighting damn near every episode. But so was Shotty, by the way. But Ant and Shotty have never been on TV before. So when you go home and you watch everything that's happened, you get new energy about how you should have been and what you should do. And especially coming into the reunion on what you're going to stand on. So it works out like that. And, you know, shout out to Jada for being the only cute one that came out of his wardrobe. That was he was the only cute one in the wardrobe. But yeah, I'm feeling Ant and Shotty on and John on what they standing on. They want that with Jada, and it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. I don't know what show Isaiah and Natalie was watching, but they all can't understand why they jumping on Jada. They cannot figure it out to save the life of him, to save the life of them. And so Ant has to remind them, hello, yeah, I don't jump and I'm not, you know, a jumper, but we're not going to act like what did happen on the basketball court. We're not going to act like y'all didn't see them jump me for no reason. We're not going to act like they didn't jump Shotty for no reason. So let's not act like. And I'm that way. I'm like, what? Hold on. If y'all, Natalie, Isaiah, watch the damn show, y'all know what they did to me. Y'all know what Jada did to me. So I'm on that. I'm on that. And I am. And I am. And then even more so because Jada was like, he don't give a fuck. And he jumped because he wanted to jump. Even after Ann was like, you said I was looking cute. You liked me. Blah, 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 blah. This, that, the third. Then the very next day, you jumped me. What for? He was like, I don't owe you an explanation. I jumped because I wanted to jump you. That's it. That's it. That's it. Every time we fight, I'm running that. Every time I'm jumping on that. Every time. That's it. There's no explanation to be given. I don't give a fuck either. Period. Like what? Sure. Y'all. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Jada fight, Ant is kind of short, and Jada, can overpower him. But, I applaud Ant for trying. John and Jada fight, and I just be wanting, like, John is too big. Like, John is too big to, like, his thing is bulldozing and, you know what I'm saying? But it's whatever. Isaiah looking lost, like he don't understand what's going on. And I'm like, friend, you review these shows. I need you to understand what's happening, friend. You cannot be that shocked and bamboozled and confused. You just can't. Cozy says that Czechoslovakia been playing him on social media, had a diss track. So Cozy fight, Czechoslovakia twice. And, I'm proud of Cozy for doing what he did. Yay. But it wasn't like Czechoslovakia was bleeding or nothing. He came up doing cartwheels. Then, Isaiah and Natalie have the great idea to play like Landon and Pootie are coming out. So Ant and Shotty stand up automatically. 2-on-2. Let's go. Let's go. 2-on-2. And then, the Natalie's like, no, we're just joking. They're not coming out. Ant is like, why y'all playing? Why y'all playing? Like, y'all acting like y'all don't know what's going on here. Why y'all playing? Like, this is not cool, or whatever the case may be. Shotty is like, he poured water on me when I thought it was cool, and, I didn't like that. And then he fought me for nothing. And then Ant comes out and says that all this is some bullshit because Pootie, everybody all got along the day before that, the basketball thing. But Ant has also said that Pootie said that he was going to act like he was drunk and create a big old fight, that it was all fake or whatever the case may be. But he didn't like how it turned out because they was all cool or whatever. So it didn't make sense to him. That's why he was like, this is weird. This is weird. This is weird. This makes sense. Jada is like, oh, whatever. I don't care. Whatever you feel like, whatever. And because Jada got that disposition, I don't care about him getting jumped. I really don't. I really don't. And gets emotional, but wants to speak his piece. Not emotional like crying, but he's amped. His adrenaline is pumped up. And so he's like, yeah, everybody was being phony. People was eating ass and all this stuff and carrying on. But then y'all want to go fight. Czechoslovakia is walking around talking about trick or treat. I'm here, and I'm not queer. I'm like, what is going on with this dude? Like what is going on? They played a basketball clip and it fuels Ant's fire to want to fight again. Ant is not height proportionate and weight proportionate to Jada. Jada's bigger and taller and can't mess with him for real. But he tries. He tries and he's slipping and falling and all over the place and he's quick and moving and sticking. He ain't staying still because he's not trying to get hit. And I get it. I get Ant's energy and the way he's sticking and moving. I get Ant. I just wish he would have stayed on the show. Sydney Star gets the audience to proclaim that Paris needs to fight, and they want Shotty to fight Paris. Shotty says he doesn't have a reason to fight Paris. He has no issue with Paris. Paris is a cool person. And Natalie is like, no, Paris does need to fight because Paris ain't fight all damn season. And hey, if Natalie is saying it, then it is what it is. Obviously, Paris is like, there was no reason for me to fight. Everybody loved me. Okay, whatever, Paris. You were just punk. You were just because before anybody knew anybody, the first and second episode, everybody was calling each other out to do fades. So you mean to tell me they fell in love with you that fast? Everybody, they were calling out Chet, they was calling out Cozy. Everybody got called out to fade except for Paris. Except for Paris. It's crazy. The amount of fights that happened in this show, Paris only got in one fight, broke his arm and left. Crazy work. But anyway, Shotty gets up to fight Paris. Shotty gets a good hit. Bang. And the thing, Paris falls down. And then they start to tussling. But then Jada gets up to jump again. Ant gets up. He's on Jada as he should be. And then John gets up to jump in because they all don't like Jada jumping. And here she go again, wanting to jump in the mix. So this is where jumping makes sense. A jump for a jump, bitch. Like a sneak for a sneak. Like what we... Anyways, Paris gets up thinking that he's the shiz naive because he survived the onslaught. And I'm like, okay. Shotty needs to put a contact back in. I'm like, bro, you fighting with contacts? Ooh-wee. Well, you do need to see. But in that sense, I would have had probably one of them face things that John had. Everybody's saying that John is a punk, but no. Why would you want to come out of a situation where your face disfigured? Because you didn't want to put on a face mask. Like, what are we talking about? Like, that don't make sense. But A lot of y'all don't make sense. It just it is what it is. Corey goes hard off of Stace in the back. Now I just thought the way these men be getting bulldozed, I'm shocked, and I'm also excited that no one has hit their head and bust their head open because these dudes be getting tackled. They be getting tackled, and I'm just like, oh, okay, Ugh. All right, yikes. You know what I'm saying? Like they be getting tackled. But he tries to get after Sace. Sace can't. Sace is being held back. Lynx is back there. Corey throws something, hit Lynx in the head. Lynx is looking like Diamond from Baddies with the cape, the Crusader outfit on. And I'm like, okay. Some girl want to Sydney's friends come in talking about, oh, Jada, they jumping you. Where was this energy in the season? It don't matter. It don't matter where the energy was in the season. It don't matter. We're still on the season. This is the show. We're here. I'm gonna give whatever energy I want to give. Girl, sit down somewhere. Whoever you are. Like, did we not just watch the clip? Did we not see what was going on? Like she getting jumped all season long. She said she don't care. So if she getting jumped, Jada's a big ass bitch. Like, no, I'm not, if I'm Ant, this is what I'm saying if I'm Ant. Like I can't connect to his face, I can't reach. He getting jumped. That's it. That's it. He don't care. That's it. Sit your ass down, Sydney's friend. Like, what we talking about? Sydney clowns on Paris for not giving anything, but then Paris can clown right back and say, Sydney, you never give nothing. You're not a fighter. You always get beat up. I mean, it's true. He didn't say all that, but I'm just adding in the context. Because Sydney can fight and she always get her ass whooped. She is. Sydney says, someone fight him now. No one fights. Corey, Noel, Stace, and Lynx come out. Corey fights Jada. Gets whooped. And, Stace pulls a weapon out for John. Lynx wears a cape like Diamond. That's what I wrote. But then at the end, before it went off, Jada comes up besides Corey. Corey, this is y'all was so butthurt that the boy got knocked out with the foot. Y'all, oh my God, Station never did that. This boy is oblivious to his surroundings and never looked what he walking. You just ran up on Jada, got done up. Why are you walking alongside him so he can sock you in your face? These people don't make no sense. And y'all be like, oh my God, that was so horrible. What are you talking about? We on a fighting show. We're on a fighting show. Keep your head on the swivel. Why are you walking calmly next to the op that you just fought? Then he ducked you in your face. Like, it don't make sense. Like, I feel like a lot of y'all don't know how to fight for real. Like, a lot of y'all ain't never been in a fight, don't know what's going on with the fights. What is wrong with y'all? Like, what? Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. But anyway, this is interesting. I'm ready for Banger to come out. To be for real, I'm ready for Banger to come out. Banger brings the energy. I appreciate John, Jada, Shotty, and Ant, this particular reunion part one. I appreciate them. They came out, they gave the energy, they knew what it was, they were standing on time. That's what it needed to be, and that's what it needed. That's what it. But listen, y'all, I'm gonna be gone for 10 days, and I don't know if y'all want me to do like a YouTube video upload. I don't even know if I'll be able to do that because I'm gonna be on a cruise. So I don't know how that's gonna work, but I'm gonna be gone for 2 weekends. I'm gonna be gone. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try, but I don't know how it's gonna work out. I don't know. My birthday is August 11th. I'm a Leo, and I'm going on a fantabulous cruise trip with my DC baby and over 250 dudes mixed in with some women. And we're partying on Virgin Voyages, and it's gonna be a time. It's gonna be a time. This will be 6 months. It'll be 6 months for me and baby on August 6th. And yeah, I'm this close to like making it official and saying that I have a boyfriend. But yeah, I need y'all to support. Go to westernfriends.com if y'all thinking about trips and things of the sort. If y'all want to be a travel agent, hit your boy up, sign up with your boy, and learn some things from your boy on how I'm, making money through the travel world. It's not for the faint of heart. There's a lot of work that goes into this, but hey, if you're interested and curious, go to westernfriends.com. I love y'all. Leave comments below and let me know how y'all felt about this reunion. Was it a hot or was it a not? I'll give this reunion out of 10 points. I give it a 7 out of 10. I give it a 7 out of 10 because Natalie and Isaiah could not get us any kind of dialogue for real, for real. Like I felt like it should have been 30 minutes of dialogue, 30 minutes of fights. That's what I feel. But anyway, leave your comments. Let me know how you feel. Deuces.